Here's Flanders' Friend, Chapter 12, entitled Where is Arthur? All through the lessons, Tim couldn't stop wondering where Arthur could be, and if he was safe. Then the image of his dad's coffin being lowered into the ground kept popping into Tim's mind, and he closed his eyes to shut it off. It was too painful. He looked around the class to see everyone else beavering away busily. It was like they were all marionettes, he thought, half amused by them. Once again he felt alone, and he looked out of the window to see a beautiful butterfly perched on the window ledge, without a care in the world. She was purple, and her wings opened and closed as if beckoning him to follow her. It was a brief moment of light in the dark, and it reminded him that there was still hope, however fragile. Tim walked home feeling desolate, and when the rain began falling, it didn't help at all. He put his hood up and he watched as the rain bounced off the pavement. Then suddenly, two big boots blocked his way, and Tim looked up and he wasn't happy with what he saw. Smigger stood before him, grinning inanely. Look what we have here, he said, a little drowned rat. Leave me alone, Tim mumbled, and Smigger pulled the hood from Tim's face and he stared into his frightened eyes. It was unnerving. You look like a girl, Smigger said menacingly. Tim didn't know what to say. He knew that he didn't look like a girl, but he also knew that arguing wouldn't help him. What you got in your purse? Sneered Smigger, and he thrust his hand into Tim's pocket. He unzipped his wallet and he took out a crisp £5 note. Smigger held it up to get a closer look as if he was examining a rare flower. Thank you for your service, he said. Now you can be my private bank, he said with an evil grin. I don't have much, just £5 a week, said Tim dejectedly. That's good for starters, said Smigger, laughing, and then he surprised Tim by punching him hard in the stomach, before walking away and whistling to himself without a care. Tim fell to the ground winded, and he felt the rain soak through his school trousers, but he didn't care. Tim had had enough of life, and he didn't want to go on. He hardly had the strength to get up. Then a hand reached out to him and he grabbed it, and he looked up to see the face of his dad looking down at him and smiling. Tim gasped in shock, and he steadied himself and he brushed the dirty water off his trousers as he stood up, but before he could speak his dad had vanished like smog. There was nothing around him but rain and the squeal of scattering cats. Maybe I banged my head, thought Tim, but deep inside he knew that it had been real, and a small seed began to grow within him, and that seed was hope.